Parasite is a film that I saw 3 weeks ago, but I have not been able to get a review out to you guys because reasons. There's been stuff going on. I'm really sorry. I wanted to get this out much earlier, but this is a film that I was very excited about. It's also directed by Joon-Ho, who is a director who I really like, and I'm going to use this review as a defense to say that I really love Snowpiercer. It's a great movie. And this film is a story of a family that is really low class. They're making barely any ends meet, and they're having to do small jobs to try and stay afloat. And when a job opportunity comes for one of the family members at a rich, wealthy household, he starts to slowly make his way through it and try and get his family involved in it as well, so that they can end up making a lot more money until some other things happen. I'm not going to go into that because actually at our screening, which was a while back, like I said, there was an introduction by Moon Jong-ho who said not to talk about stuff in the film. So I'm going to keep it very short. I'm going to keep it simply to the premise, and I'm going to just discuss, well, the simple stuff. And oh boy, I really have a lot to say about this one. Now, I have done some posts about it on social media already. I've talked about this movie in a few places, but long story short, I wanted to do a video of it, and it's incredible. This is a masterpiece. It's one of my favorite movies of the year. I absolutely love this film. This film is a perfect example of commentary. When we talk about social commentary and adding in things that people can relate to given current climate or whatever, there's always a challenge because you don't want to become too preachy, or you don't want to become very obvious in what you're trying to do. This film has the intent of doing that exact thing, and it does, but it rides that line. There are points where it could have overdone itself in showcasing its message, or it could have overdone itself in trying to showcase what the movie's trying to do with its characters, but it doesn't. It does a great job of it without telling you anything, just showing you. Visual storytelling is a very important part of this movie, and it's really reflected in a lot of scenes like that. Because there's a scene in the film where there's a thunderstorm that happens, and the streets are flooding, and people are trying to make sure their houses don't get flooded and things don't get ruined. And in that scene, while it's going on in this rich household, the kid isn't outside, he's having fun in his tent, and it's a beautiful, gorgeous night. And on the other hand, there is streets below where poorer families are living, which are getting completely flooded. It's a really great contrast, and the film rides that line perfectly. And it is helped thanks to excellent direction and writing by Bong Joon-ho, as well as the performances. They're all amazing in this movie. At points you can't even tell you're watching a movie. The characters feel so well realized and so well fleshed out that it really feels like you're peering into two families' lives here. And the result is just so impressive beyond any rational level of filmmaking. These are the kinds of films that I love, when you can take something that is just written out and you can just make it feel so real that it just goes beyond just a normal performance. And that's what makes Parasite so great. Which is what I love about Parasite. It all feels plausible. There's nothing about it which seems overdone or not realistic. And that's something that is to be credited. Once again, it's with the themes, it's with the discussion that the film is having. But I have to talk about this film's other great strength, its humor. It's extremely funny. There's a lot of great laughs to be had in this film, and there's just a lot of entertainment value in it. But there is a point in this film where the story does go into another direction. I want to talk to you about that because that's where this film really starts to hit on a few other things, and I thought it hit some amazing stuff. And I think it did a fantastic job of telling that side of the story too. And again, masterfully, without a single issue or a single hiccup. It keeps you on the edge of your seat. Again, this film is immaculate. It's one of the best movies of the year. Please see it if you've not seen it yet. It's up there with some of the best that have come out, and I can't wait to see it again. I'm gonna give Parasite a 10 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'm sorry I'm very late to this review. I've been just swamped with a few other things and I couldn't get this one out. As always, if you like this, please do subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the movies.